the Secret Lairs. Wonderful, cool little drop box that Wizards decided to give us. A handful of really awesome reprints in cards with art that they described as being art that you normally wouldn't see on a Magic card. And so I decided to pick up one of these beautiful boxes in the 24-hour period that Wizards decided to do each drop box. I decided to get the most chase box there is. So I got the Bitterblossom Dreams right here. And so I thought a really cool, fun way to kind of start this series on this channel is to do an unboxing of the most on-brand thing I could do, which is Faeries. So come, sit a spell. So what happens is I have this box right here, I haven't opened it yet, it's sealed right here, haven't done anything with it yet. I just took it out of the packaging that was mailed to me. I did not get tracking number for this. I know a lot of people were wondering, like, did you get tracking? I did not. So it comes in this little like white box with the Secret Lair, you know, drop series, Bitterblossom Dreams, and the little Planeswalker symbol. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this up. Okay, so already box is opened. It looks like that has like a tissue paper thing right here. Beautiful. Oh, it's like a little sticker there. Okay, putting that down. Okay, so we're just gonna like slide this out. Nope, just gonna rip it. Just gonna rip it. Okay, so here's what the box looks like right here. Very shiny, nice and shiny. On the side it says Bitterblossom Dreams, and the box is like kind of like slick. It's like a nice box. It's not like a crappy like cardboard box. It's not like the same caliber that you would get like can't think, like a Brawl deck. It's very slick. It's, oh, I actually just like opened it just a teensy bit. It's like a really nice feeling. Like it's not like greasy or anything, but it's like a nice cardboard feel to it. Like you can tell like it's like the luxury sort of like cardboard product. Opening it up, I accidentally moved it already, so it like slides out like that, like a little like paper tab to open it. So hopefully nothing will fall out as I open it like this. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it opens all the way. Ooh, okay, so the box opens up, it closes like this, and the tab opens like that, like all the way. And the card, oh, okay, so that's like what the card looks like. My ring light's getting in the way. So there's the card. It's like propped up like that inside it, and it's sealed. And then there's the other stuff. Oh no, that's like the little like gift thingy that they said they were doing. So we'll get to that next. So it's kind of like a top loader, but with this on top of it. So we're just gonna, okay, so they're not in sleeves. These are not in sleeves. Just gonna toss the garbage here. So here's what our card looks like. Do that right there. So we have our little Bitterblossom right there, which looks like gorgeous. Put these like in my lap. Okay, gorgeous like Bitterblossom. We have our first fairy token, which I'm so sad. I really wish they did the tokens in foil. I thought that would have been like a really good way to like improve upon the product, but they didn't. So then again, we have like the rest of our like foil, well, non-foil tokens right here. Each of them are a different fairy, and they make a panorama. They make a panorama. So I'm gonna see if I can get the panorama going in a teensy bit. So I'll do the panorama after I do everything else, or I'll like insert it right here. I'll just insert it right here if I can. If I'm like good with technology and I can figure it out, I'll insert the panorama right here. There it is, panorama. So now comes a little like surprise. Whoa, it is like, it's like taped to the inside. So it looks like this on the inside. And like, it's like kind of like taped or like puttied in there. So I'm gonna like try to like pry that out without like bending the card. Okay. Let me feel, yeah. Okay, so not looking at the card yet, but the packaging has like this like, it's like the little like sticky like gummy thing that they put on it so it sticks to the package. And so now the card is like a teensy bit like bent. And I tried to get it out as straight as possible. So it's a little bit frustrating, but we get to see what this card is. So I'm just gonna flip it up. I'm not gonna look until I get the screen. Okay. So this one sent to us came with the foil Johnny the Great-Hearted. I literally just bought one, non-foil, not obviously, but like, look at that. That's gorgeous. Let's see, I'm gonna take it out of the package like really quickly to like see without like the labeling, well not the labeling, like the packaging here, probably like really like annoyingly like in the way. So we're just gonna like awkwardly with my teeth because I'm a monster. There we go, full on monster behavior. So, there it is. So I got a foil, a Johnny the Great-Hearted for more of the spark. It is a promo, it has a little promo thing. It is the, stained glass art, which is really gorgeous. I really like this actually, I'm really happy I got this. I would have loved a Chandra, but I'm biased, obviously. But I really like this because I'm going to use it. I actually need this for something. So these are all the cards. These are all the cards that we got in the Bitterblossom Dreams Secret Lair right here. We got one non-foil alternate art Bitterblossom. It's a bit of like a full art sorta. 4 non-foil tokens, and they all actually have names. On MTGO, if you don't know that, when you enter in your code, they have like their names on there, which is like really cool. I really would have loved to have seen that on the tokens. And then a foil stained glass of Johnny the Great-Hearted, which I'm really happy with that. So in total for this, for the Bitterblossom Dreams thing right here, I paid $29.99, which is like 30 something in tax and shipping or whatever when it was done. Time to kind of like talk a little bit about like the product itself. I really love Faeries. I love Bitterblossom. It is my favorite magic card ever printed. I really love it. I use it in any fairy deck I can run. It's in my commander decks for like Una and for Lila, so it's like a really big deal for me, and I collect them. So having this like art is like really like important. Like it's been important to me because I collect Bitterblossoms. I have every single Bitterblossom art printed in a foil. Would I love for this to be a foil? Yes. Do I understand why it's not a foil? Also yes. The price for Bitterblossom foils right now is really high. The price points are really up there, so I can completely understand why they didn't print another foil, because that would like really mess with the price right now. I like that they did a brand new art, and I really like the art that they did for this. I'm really happy with the art. I'm like a very big art person when it comes to fairies, and when it comes to Bitterblossom, I'm like really picky, and they actually chose a fantastic artist. Love it. Fantastic. It looks wonderful. Now when we look at the concept of like the other things in here, we have some issues. So the tokens, in my opinion, should have been foil, and they should have put their names on the tokens. That is something I think that they could have done, a missed opportunity, and it probably wouldn't have messed with the price point all that much because they're just tokens. When we also like look at like the thing as a whole, I feel like there was a really big missed opportunity here. And I know that I'm like the fairy person, so like I have like really big expectations when it comes to fairy products. I really love them, but I feel like one playable card for $30 and 4 tokens is kind of meh. The card is already worth more than $30, so I get it, but I really would have liked to have seen like other cards printed in here that even if you like raise the price a little bit, I would have liked to have seen more playable cards. So here's some cards that I think that would have been really good in particular to just sort of like implement. So like cards that you could use, definitely would have loved to have seen a Secluded Glen with a non-Teresa Nielsen art. Would have loved to have seen that. Maybe a Spell Stutter Sprite. That's a really heavily used card across formats. I really would like to see that. I have the FNM promo. I love that card. And I really would have liked to have seen a different promo or version or variation of that art because there's only 2 arts for it. I would have loved to have seen a new Una. The original art is iconic, 100% iconic. It's fantastic art. However, I would have liked to have seen something new with that. I think that would be really cool, and she's not too terribly expensive as a card, even if you just did it non-foil. If you did everything non-foil and you had those cards, I think that would have been really good. If you had them all in a foil, that would have been drastically higher price, and I get that. I completely understand why they didn't do a foil Bitterblossom though, so like that's not my thing. I would have loved to just see more playable cards. And if they didn't do playable cards, make the tokens foil. Like put like their names, because their names are, you can only see those names on MTGO for the avatars and like the little tokens that Bitterblossom makes. They have names like Thistle, I think it's like Jessamine and stuff like that. I can't remember the other off the top of my head. Horrible fairy person, I know. But I really would have liked to have seen that. So that's kind of like my little spiel about it. However, looking at the presentation, I thought the presentation was really nice. I really like this box. This is a box that, you know, I can like put up on my shelf. It's really, really nice, really, really, really smooth. Like it's like a nice little like decoration box. If I just kept the card in here, which I'm not going to, I'm gonna put it in my fairy binder, I would have it like resting like right here nicely on like that little like platform that it was resting in, because I thought I had just shaken the box, it was gonna fall off, but that's not. That's kind of how it was presented. And I really like that. I like that they sent out like little like fun little like the little foil planeswalkers. I really liked that. And I'm really lucky that I got one that I know I'm going to use. Overall, I really like this product. I bought it for a reason. I bought it for Faeries. Would I have liked to have seen something a little bit different with it? Yes. But I completely understand like the reasoning behind like what they did with like the non-foil, but I really would have liked to have seen like some newer arts of older cards, some that are really like playable, and like maybe 1 or 2 that weren't like Secluded Glen. I don't really see him play a lot, but I do see Spell Stutter a lot, and for Commander I see Una a lot, so that would have been something I really would have liked to have seen. Besides that, I really like this product. So really, I think that's all I got. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Sit a Spell. So hope you can come and sit a spell some other time. Thank you.